as well. And you want your woman to look up to you. You want your woman to come to you for answers. You want her to come to you and consult with you when she has questions or she has a problem she's trying to figure out that she can't quite do on her own. That's part of, being that other half, that other part, that yang to that yin. So um yeah, I think it's a great thing. If she doesn't ever come to you, if she doesn't ever call you, she doesn't lean on you in any way, shape, or form. You might want to keep an eye on that.
She calls you for everything. Let me go ahead and play this clip.
I talk to her, hang up. Jalon says, Chanel call you for everything, huh? Yeah, because she feels like I could solve that problem.
Yep.
And here's the thing, this is the crazy part, bro. If you're not really in tune with the dynamic between you and your woman, you would think that it's annoying. And your perspective will be like, yo, it's annoying. She keeps calling me, asking me for something that I can't do nothing about. But then if you shift your perspective, bro, I look at it like, yo, I'm the one person that
She
she's
wants to
calling
call
for anything.
Yeah.
That's a privilege, bro.
Yeah.
It's a privilege to be that for a woman, you know? And me as a man, I welcome that, because how pointless and worthless would I be if I had a woman and she wasn't doing that for me?
All right, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Seems to be that your woman's calling you for every single thing. Is that a good thing, bad thing? Let's go ahead and dive into it. Let me go ahead and go to Louise first. What are your thoughts about that? She calls you for everything.
Well, that means that you're reliable. I mean, there are a lot of unreliable people out here that don't know how to show up for their significant others or their people in their community or in proximity to. So, I mean, I think on one side it's good because she respects you and she finds that you're reliable. I think on another side, some people might look at is if she didn't call you, like say for example, I had a woman tell me like she got into a car accident and she didn't call her man. And she stopped and wondered to herself, damn, like why didn't I do that? And then she realized that she didn't respect them. She didn't respect them. And because she didn't respect them, it was because she didn't call them that in the moment that happened. So you could tell that by the example that the brother was giving out that his woman is in tune with him and she respects him and respects his his ability to show up for her. So I think it's good, especially if the relationship is heading in the right direction. Um, I think that there are certain things that are a little bit nuanced as far as why your woman should call you. She should be able to kind of handle small tasks on herself. But I think for the larger things that you expect the man to show up for, would want her to call you and not some friend in HR that she knows. Are you?
All right. Come on, Sweeney. It's too early for that, brother. Too early for that, man. That was a long. Go ahead, be mad. What are your thoughts about it? She calls you for everything.
No, I agree with Luis. I think he's pretty on point with that. It sounds like you're reliable, someone that she trusts, that she believes in, someone that you're somebody that she looks up to, that she feels as though has the answers. You're someone that's probably taught her a great deal as well. And you want your woman to look up to you. You want your woman to come to you for answers. You want her to come to you and consult with you when she has questions or she has a problem she's trying to figure out that she can't quite do on her own. That's part of, being that other half, that other part, that yang to that yin. So um yeah, I think it's a great thing. If she doesn't ever come to you, if she doesn't ever call you, she doesn't lean on you in any way, shape, or form. You might want to keep an eye on that because she's asking somebody, whether it's her friends, whether it's another guy, and you want to check that shit, and you want to, be mindful of that. You don't want to be the other guy. Yes, you don't want to be. You don't want to be the guy that doesn't get the phone call.
Exactly. With Dad, what are your thoughts about it, sir? She calls you for everything.
Yeah, my fiance called me for everything, bro. So I appreciate it. I mean, because that means that she's considering my thoughts, just like the other gentleman have said. That means she trusts you, she relies on you, she has faith in you. Otherwise, why would you want to be with a woman that doesn't call you for everything? It also allows you to see that she's willing also to be submissive to some regard, right? Because she's listening to your counsel and your wisdom uh, in the decision making process. And And as they already said, if she's not calling you, she calling somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, I'll say women specifically like to have conversations, right? But they also like to have answers and resolve, and they want somebody to be able to say, whether it's an amen corner, typically, right? Or if it's a situation where they are in a bind, they want to be able to get out of that bind because that's a lot of pressure, whatever that situation may be. And if they are not calling you, then they're calling somebody else that they can be, that they feel like is more reliable. And if she's not calling you, then she's definitely not the one for you.
Yeah, I agree with that. Go ahead, Cloud Jones. What are your thoughts about it, sir? She calls you for everything.
I would say I agree with everything that everyone said so far. I mean, her calling you is a sign that you're reliable. I guess just to add a little contrast or maybe push back, I guess to point out a negative side, I think that the only negative side of that would be if you have someone a princess mentality, and so they're calling you all the time for for things that they can do themselves, things that they don't actually need you for, but they just want someone to, just be on call for them. So I think if it's a situation like that where they're just being wanting you to be on call for them for all of their basic needs, I think that can go into a very bad place for the relationship. But overall and in general, I would say it's definitely a great thing to have a woman that's calling you when it comes to making decisions. Like Humble Dad said, it's a very clear indicator that she's willing to be submissive. So I think it's a good thing overall.
Hey, Cloud, I'm not used to you sounding like that, man. You got your whole setup going.
Yeah.
You sound much different, man. But good stuff. Brother Hink, what are your thoughts? She called you for everything.
Well, I guess I'm gonna be the goddamn black sheep. Fuck this. You're not gonna call me for every goddamn thing.
What?
Yeah, I need some downtime. I mean, that means I'm always on call. Hell no. First of all, in our time, I hope I taught you enough to be able to function by yourself. I hope I taught you enough to be able to do certain things that you can handle by yourself without me making the decisions. So if I'm hanging out with my boys at the bar watching football, I got to get a call. Should I get paper or plastic? God damn it, what the fuck are we doing here? We're not doing this shit, man. No. So I need a woman who's smart enough, who's intelligent enough, who has some level of independence, just in case I get sick. I'm down. I'm not available at work because my job, I'm not always available to answer phone calls or text messages. So are you just gonna sit at the store or sit at wherever you are for 4 or 5 hours waiting for my decision? No. I need for you to be able to function by yourself. So all the time, I can't do it, man. I can't. So I guess I'm the outcast. So be it.
Well, I think you make a good point, Hink. Because I've been on that side, man. When you like, God damn, like another one.
I was gonna ask for some context because I think all of us, I think all the fellas that came before Hink was responding, and I think they were only referencing situations where they want to be called for that type of situation. Because there are some times when your woman call you, I guarantee you looked at your phone like, God damn, and then she tell you what you want to talk about.
Sweeney, ain't that it?
Like that's what you called me for?
Hey man, look here. I can't take a shit without getting a goddamn phone call.
Man, let me tell you what happened at work today.
I gotta wipe my goddamn ass to resolve these issues. Paper or plastic? No, baby, don't save the planet, get paper, whatever, man. No, we're not doing that.
Because I remember a few weeks ago we talked about what a lot of men don't like to talk to their women about. And we know when Buddy said that she calls him for everything, he means everything. And I know y'all don't want to be called for everything. That includes situations at work, what's going on at the house, whether she feeling some type of way about the blinds not dropping as normal as they do, or the sun shining too hard. There's a lot of shit a woman would call you for in a day. I know. And I'm sorry. I don't agree with y'all. I don't believe y'all. I don't think y'all want to be called for everything.
So
Sweeney, you know what? Sweeney, you know
coming
what?
to the dark side, baby?
You
No,
know
I
what,
was
sweetie?
already there. That's why I was just letting them talk.
Here's the thing too, though. I think just a lot of women don't want to make any decisions. I don't think they want to make any decisions. I think especially if they have somebody like, like yourself that they feel comfortable and confident in, they just feel good about taking the back seat and just like let Bay make the decision. Let Bay shoot the shot. Let Bay pull the trigger. Let Bay, and personally that don't bother me at all. But I feel you, Hink, on that paper and plastic bullshit. I ain't worried about that. I ain't trying to do all that paper and plastic. That shit get annoying as hell. I ain't gonna lie. But especially if it's early on, you want her to come to you. But when you been in it for a long time, you like, baby girl, you ain't learned nothing from me this amount of years. You
But
ain't
then,
learned nothing from
isn't
me
that
yet.
also